What is going on, everybody? Justin from Blue Collar Survival. Sorry for the little hiatus I kind of went on. It's been 2 weeks since I've done a review. Last week was really busy for me. Me and my wife celebrated 15 years of marriage. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very special to me nowadays. I know it's kind of, you don't see many marriages really stretching out, and I find it amazing that she's actually put up with me for 15 years. How she's done it, I don't know. She doesn't drink. She doesn't do any of that stuff, yet she still manages. I think it's because she has great selective hearing. That's probably what it is. But she's an awesome woman. She supports all my stupid habits, including my addiction to knives. She's very supportive of that, and I've started to actually get her into that. I would like to give a shout out to Shortcut Reviews. Big milestone for him. I think today he hit 100 subscribers, so I want to say congratulations to him. Great channel. If you guys have not checked it out, please go over there and check out his channel. I will put a link down below. His name says it all, Shortcut Reviews. He gets to it, great information, very well spoken, good camera work. It's just a good channel. You know, he's just new and starting out, and he actually gifted me this knife a couple weeks ago. So thank you, Chuck, for that. It was very kind, for no reason, just out of the kindness of his heart. So he gifted me this, sent me this, and yeah, let's get into this then. So this is the CRKT Pilar. This is designed by Jesper Voxness. I hope I said that right. He is knife designer from Denmark, and this knife is actually named after Ernest Hemingway's 38-foot reconnaissance boat that was in the Caribbean. And he said that he believed that if Ernest Hemingway was to carry a knife, that it would look something like this. So that's where they get the name from that, which I thought was kind of cool with a little backstory to it. So I will put the specs up on the screen for you guys. This knife, I'm kind of on the fence with it. I believe it can be a great knife. I think that you have to do some stuff to it. But let's go ahead and just get into a few of the things real quick. It's got a brushed finish, stainless steel handle, satin finished. They call it CRKT calls it a modified Warncliffe is what they said it was. You know, some would say a sheep's foot, so, you know, potato, I guess, however you want to look at it. Actually, for such a small knife, the blade's only 2.4 inches, but it actually fits pretty nice in the hand. There is some issues we'll talk about here in a little bit. It's got CRKT's 8CR13 MOV. But yeah, let's get into some of this. So we'll go with the pros first. Size. I mean, this is a very compact knife. You know, folded up, it is just over, you know, it's about 3.5 inches. What's it say? The handle is 3.5 inches. So nice, compact, not very wide either. I mean, the widest point you're looking at maybe 1.25 inches in your pocket. So not too bad. Doesn't ride too wide in there like some of the Spider Codes do. Next pro is design. I love the design. I mean, it's just a nifty looking little knife. And let me tell you, she is very camera friendly. I've taken a lot of really good pictures of this because you can stand it up on all ends. You can stack knives on it. But I like the design. I just think it's a neat little design. Real simple. The biggest pro for me is this is a modder's, you know, knife. This is a knife that really, in my opinion, needs to be modified. There are so many things that you can do, and I've seen some modifications on these that are great. I'm going to actually do a mod. I'm going to replace the handle scale. I'm going to get some either micarta or some G10 or something like that. See if I can make it kind of flashy and a little lighter. I mean, it weighs 4.2 ounces at its little stout size, and we'll get some size comparisons real quick while I go on to this last pro. Last one would be, it is a good chopper. I mean, it is very thick stock, as you can see. I believe it's 0.15 inches thick, but very thick stock. So there's with the Modus. There is with the R2D2. And this one, these are actually relatively close. Your Kershaw Shuffle, and then your Bic lighter. So let's go ahead and get into the cons of this. I'm going to leave this out because this one's going to help show one of the cons. The first con is weight. I mean, this thing for its size, 2.4 ounces, I mean, it's very compact. I was joking with my wife and I said, you know, if you try to use this as a defense tool, you can't really stab somebody. I said, but the way, as heavy as it is, I think you would do much more damage if you just closed it and chucked it at somebody. Either that or put it in your sock and beat them with it. But the weight, it is very heavy. I mean, for such a small knife, it's way heavier than this. Second con is it's a terrible slicer. It's a terrible cutter. That's another thing with the mod. You're gonna have to do some work on the blade to get a nice get a finer bevel. I want to show neither of these have been sharpened. They are both factory edge. And I just want to show. Let me show how easy first with this. We'll do the R2D2. So just boom, it goes right through that paracord. Now look. I mean, yeah. This thing is not a good cutter, and I actually, when I announced on Facebook in my group that I was going to be reviewing this, a guy actually commented and said, spoiler alert, it won't even cut through a cardboard box. The blade does need some help. You will want to put a smaller degree bevel on it, if not a micro bevel on it. But I mean, it's thick. I mean, it's thick all the way through and through. So it's a terrible, terrible slicer. Like I said, it's a good chopper. If you know what you're doing on doing some reprofiling, you can make this blade really good. Next con is fit and finish. And I think the biggest one, and actually Chuck jumped right on this one in his review as well. They used a different color, like aluminum backspacer. And to me, I just think it looks kind of weird. I mean, if you were going to do a backspacer that wasn't the same color, they could have thrown some G10 or something like that in there. I absolutely hate when they do this with the recessed pocket clip thing, because when the pocket clip's not in there, then you just got this big, gnarly looking gaping hole, and I just not a fan of that. I mean, it's just little things, really. I mean, I don't like I don't like the hardware really that much. It's not a real deep well, and that's one thing I've had an issue with CRKT. A lot of their pivot screws are not very deep. Trying to see, like, I mean, if you look at I don't know if you can tell, but the Ontario Rat, it's got a real nice deep well, and even the steel wheel has a nice deep well, but this one doesn't. And if you're not real careful, you will strip these out. I completely destroyed my Hammond Cruisers. I got replacements, but so yeah, the fit and finish on that. And hot spots is my next con. If you're really getting at this thing, these little deals right here on the frame lock, they dig in. I mean, they get you right there. I mean, you can get back and you won't get it, but you just feel awkward holding it like this. So hot spots is my other one that's on there. And then my final one is pocket clip, but I'm pretty sure pocket clips made my con every time. I guess I'm just too picky. I'm too anal about how I like them. I guess the pocket clip kind of goes with the fit and finish almost, because it kind of had to do with that, and I wish it was a deep pocket. But, you know, I wish all of them were deep pocket. Wishing one hand, crapping the other one, see which one fills faster. So overall, I mean, not a great knife right out of the jump. I feel if you have a little bit of skill, know what you're doing, you can make this into a great knife. I mean, there's enough blade stock. I cannot talk today. Enough blade stock for you to play around with and get working, and definitely replacing this stainless steel scale here to try to reduce some weight. So I think it'll be a really nice knife once I've modified it and stuff, and hopefully I get that all done up, and I will throw it back on there and show you guys what it looks like after I've done my mods. And let me know down below in the comments. I changed my intro. Let me know what you guys think about the new intro. Yay, nay? Should I just stay the way it was? I just thought I'd mix it up a little bit. Alright guys, well that's all I really got for this review. Like I said, thank you to Chuck. Absolute amazing. You didn't have to do it, but you did it anyway. Congratulations on the 100 subs, and here's the hopefully thousands more, man. All right, this is Justin for Blue Collar Survival, and I'd like to say thank you most to you subscribers. You guys are the reason I do this. You guys stay sharp.